Imagine waking up every day with your mind calm, clear, and free from the constant whirl of stress, negativity, and doubt. Imagine feeling fully present, fully in control of your thoughts, no longer swept away by the chaos that so often dominates our lives. In all of our lives, there are moments when it feels like our thoughts are spiraling, racing faster than we can catch them. A sudden text message, an unexpected task, a memory we didn't want to revisit, suddenly our mind is no longer our own. Stress floods in, doubt seeps in, anxiety and negative thoughts begin to accumulate, layer upon layer, until it feels impossible to regain control. And yet, there is a way, a method, a timeless wisdom that has been passed down for centuries, offering us a path to reset, refocus, and reclaim our mental space. That wisdom comes from Buddhism. Buddhism has, for thousands of years, provided tools to master the mind, to understand the fluctuations of our emotions, and to create a space of clarity and peace even in the most challenging circumstances. And while this wisdom originates from ancient teachings, it is profoundly practical for our modern lives, where stress, constant connectivity, and relentless information can so easily dominate our mental space. Today, I want to take you on a journey through 7 transformative practices, 7 lessons rooted in Buddhist thought that can help you eliminate negative thoughts, take full command of your mind, and ultimately unlock a life of mental freedom. Let us begin with the first principle: command your thoughts with precision. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful. They are not simply fleeting whispers in our minds. They are the architects of our reality. Every thought you entertain, every pattern of thinking you repeat, shapes not just how you feel in the moment, but the trajectory of your entire life. Mastering your thoughts is, in essence, an investment in your future self. Each positive thought you choose, each deliberate redirection away from negativity, is like planting seeds in a garden that will eventually bloom into resilience, clarity, and joy. To practice this, begin by observing your thoughts. Throughout your day, become aware of the mental chatter, the automatic judgments, the spirals of worry. When a negative thought arises, pause deliberately. Do not push it away, do not suppress it, but simply acknowledge it, recognize it, and then guide your focus toward a more constructive, positive, or neutral thought. Consider it like steering a ship. The waves of life are unpredictable, but your hand on the wheel, guided by awareness, determines the direction you sail. Meditation is a powerful tool to enhance this ability. Each day, dedicate a few minutes to sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, feeling each inhalation and exhalation, and gently returning your mind to this anchor whenever it wanders. Over time, this practice strengthens your mental muscles, training your mind to remain calm and focused, to notice the chaos without being consumed by it, and to guide your thoughts with intention rather than impulse. The second principle is harness the power of visualization. Visualization is not mere daydreaming. It is a rehearsal for success, a technique to align your mind with the outcomes you desire. Imagine yourself achieving your goals. Visualize each detail, the environment around you, the sounds, the sensations, the feelings of accomplishment and confidence. When you practice this consistently, you are training your subconscious to recognize possibilities and to respond with positivity rather than fear or doubt. This is a mental blueprint, a practice that conditions your mind to anticipate success and to act in alignment with your highest intentions. It is not enough to merely imagine once in a while. Consistency is key. Visualize first thing in the morning or just before sleep, when your mind is most receptive. The subconscious mind begins to integrate these positive scenarios, creating a natural inclination toward actions and thoughts that align with your envisioned outcomes. Visualization is not fantasy. It is preparation, mental rehearsal, and a powerful strategy to transform your mindset over time. Our third principle is what I like to call the radical mind diet. Just as your body thrives on nutritious food and falters on processed, empty calories, your mind flourishes on positive, uplifting, and inspiring content and diminishes under a diet of negativity and toxic information. Begin by eliminating harmful mental inputs, pessimistic news cycles, draining social media feeds, and conversations that leave you feeling anxious, frustrated, or depleted. Replace them with content that inspires growth, books, podcasts, videos, and conversations that challenge your intellect, encourage personal development, and elevate your perspective. Be deliberate in curating your mental intake. Set boundaries around what you consume. Decide intentionally what you allow into your consciousness, understanding that your mental environment is as important as your physical one. Over time, this diet of positive thought and influence strengthens your mental resilience, reduces negativity, and creates fertile ground for clarity and focus. The fourth principle is emotional alchemy, the art of transforming your emotions into tools for growth. Emotions are not enemies. They are powerful signals, energy waiting to be channeled. Anger, frustration, sadness, or fear are not inherently destructive. They become destructive only when we are controlled by them rather than using them consciously. Emotional alchemy begins with acknowledgement. When a strong emotion arises, notice it without judgment. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What is this emotion trying to tell me? Then, redirect its energy constructively. Anger can fuel determined action. Frustration can inspire innovation. Sadness can deepen your empathy and creativity. Over time, emotional alchemy allows you to transform what once felt like a burden into a source of strength, turning obstacles into opportunities and chaos into clarity. The fifth principle is rewiring your brain through gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most scientifically and spiritually supported tools for mental transformation. When practiced consistently, gratitude changes the structure of your brain, strengthening neural pathways that focus on positivity and resilience, while weakening pathways that dwell in negativity and despair. Begin each day by listing 3 things you are grateful for, no matter how small. A warm cup of tea, a kind gesture from a friend, the simple beauty of sunlight on your skin. Be specific. Feel the gratitude fully. Write it down in a journal. Share it with others when possible. Gratitude is not only inward-facing, it radiates outward, enhancing your relationships and your environment, creating a feedback loop of positivity and connection. When practiced consistently, gratitude becomes second nature. Your mind begins to seek out reasons for joy, even in adversity. Challenges are no longer sources of despair, but lessons, opportunities, and stepping stones toward growth. The sixth principle is cultivating your energy ecosystem. Your mental and emotional health is not only determined by your thoughts and habits, but also by the energy surrounding you, the people you interact with, the spaces you inhabit, and the media you consume. In Buddhism, everything has an energy field, and the energies you engage with influence your own state profoundly. Start by examining your physical spaces. Declutter, organize, and create environments that promote calm and focus. Add elements that nurture serenity, natural light, plants, calming colors, or personal symbols of peace. Then, consider your relationships. Surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you positively. Set boundaries with those who drain your energy or perpetuate negativity. Finally, evaluate the energy of your daily habits, your media consumption, your routines, your rituals. Replace draining patterns with energizing ones. Morning meditation, mindful walks in nature, journaling, reading inspiring content. Cultivating your energy ecosystem is a holistic approach to creating a supportive environment for mental clarity, emotional balance, and resilience. The seventh and final principle is radical acceptance. Radical acceptance is the profound practice of embracing life exactly as it is, without resistance, denial, or judgment. Life is unpredictable. Challenges arise. People behave in ways that frustrate us. Circumstances change unexpectedly. We often suffer not because of the events themselves, but because we resist them, fight them, or cling to a desire for control that simply cannot be fulfilled. Radical acceptance is about acknowledging reality, even when it is uncomfortable, and focusing your energy on what you can influence, your thoughts, reactions, and choices, while letting go of what you cannot control. This does not mean passivity or resignation. It means conscious engagement, clarity, and serenity, even in the face of uncertainty. By practicing radical acceptance, you stop wasting energy on unwinnable struggles, freeing your mind for clarity, peace, and intentional action. Combine these 7 principles: commanding your thoughts, visualization, the radical mind diet, emotional alchemy, gratitude, cultivating your energy ecosystem, and radical acceptance, and you have a roadmap to mental freedom. These practices are interconnected, each reinforcing the other, creating a resilient foundation for a mind that is calm, clear, and empowered. Imagine your life when these practices are integrated. Thoughts no longer spiral uncontrollably. Stress no longer overwhelms you. Challenges become opportunities for growth. Negativity loses its grip. Each day begins with purpose, focus, and clarity. Your mind becomes a sanctuary of peace, your emotional state balanced and resilient, your responses intentional rather than reactive. This is not an idealistic fantasy. It is a practical path rooted in centuries of Buddhist wisdom, fully applicable to the modern world. It begins with small, consistent steps. You do not need to transform overnight. Start by observing your thoughts today. Take 5 minutes for meditation. Visualize a positive outcome for a current challenge. Replace one negative input with something inspiring. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. Notice the energy around you and adjust it consciously. Accept one difficult reality as it is without resistance. These small steps, repeated daily, compound into profound change. The mind is a single thought away from calm. Peace is a single choice away from chaos. And clarity is a single moment of awareness away from confusion. You have the power to reclaim your mind, transform your emotions, and create a life of mental freedom, resilience, and joy. As you continue on this journey, remember that this is not a destination but a continuous practice, a lifelong engagement with your mind, your energy, and your perspective. Every moment offers the opportunity to reset, refocus, and reframe. With patience, consistency, and mindful practice, you will find yourself navigating life with a depth of clarity and serenity that may once have seemed unattainable. And so, take these principles with you. Apply them. Make them your own. Watch as your life begins to shift, not because the world around you has changed, but because you have changed. Your mind, your reactions, your energy, and your perspective. The path of mental freedom is open to you, waiting for each deliberate step, each mindful moment, each conscious thought.